Numbers tonight on the number of people testing positive for drugs in job screenings. Good evening, everyone. I'm Reginald Jones.
And I'm Tessa Darlington. Thanks for joining us for News 4 at 10 tonight. Well, in the past year, meth has become a pretty big issue in the Wiregrass, with investigators shutting down multiple meth labs. News 4's Deanna Bettineschi talked to investigators about this growing problem and joins us live from our newsroom now with what they had to say about it. Deanna?
Tessa, liquid meth and ice are two forms of methamphetamine that have become the drug of choice for many in our area. Local drug testing facilities have seen the number of people who test positive for the drug jump from 2 a week to 14 a week.
Meth has increased because it's so easy to make. You get your buddy hooked on it, and he can go, 2 or 3 days without having to have any sleep, and then he crashes for a day, and then he gets up and then go 2 or 3 more days.
Sergeant Adkins says this devastating drug has quickly taken the Wiregrass by storm. He says so far this year, he's already seen the number of meth arrests dramatically increase from 2011.
Some women take it to lose weight. You got others that it's kind of like a designer drug. I mean, you go in and your buddies are doing it and everybody's doing it. Just take a little here or there and it makes you wired.
Adkins says the ease of buying certain medicines over the counter has given meth users a way to make it themselves. But the state of Alabama is fighting back.
And they've actually started doing an e-system or an e-file system where when you go and you get pseudoephedrine, it logs your name into a computer and we can check that. Meth check is what we call it.
Drug testing sites have also been asked to screen more people for meth.
It's devastating. It's devastating not only to the community but the individuals, their families, their lives are at stake. It's just such a highly addictive drug that once they start, a lot of people obviously think that they can beat the habit, and they find out that it's not as easy.
When it comes to positive results, he's heard every excuse in the book, but drug tests don't lie.
Well, we've had individuals that would come in, say they're positive for methamphetamine. They might try to say that the reason they were positive was just from being around it or holding it in their hand, or all kinds of situations where people have tried to make basically excuses for why they were positive for methamphetamine, but the test is very specific.
Urine tests can immediately indicate if meth is in a person's system, but there's also a test to see if someone has used it in the past 3 months.
No, we'll do hair testing as well. With the hair testing, the good thing with the hair test is it will go back a 90-day history.
Drug investigators believe the only chance Alabama has to combat this growing problem is to implement laws making over-the-counter medicines used to produce meth only available by prescription.
If you ever want to look the devil in the face, just start using it, because that, in my opinion, is probably the worst drug we have out here.
Investigators say meth doesn't discriminate. They've seen it affect the lives of every race, and it's present in every socioeconomic class.
Some pretty scary